Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yeah. Before we start, I would like to say Lamarcus Aldridge, I know I've said some things about him in the past on his play on the court, but I hope he gets well soon. Thank God. I think he's going through what Bosch went through. I think he has blood clots, but I think he has a heart murmur, but I think it's different than Bosch. I'm not sure, but I just want to say, man, be safe. It's good that you're thinking of your family first, because I'm glad they caught it, because that's why I go to get my checkups. I gotta go do a blood test and all that stuff soon, get myself looked at. But I don't want to make this about me. But Lamarcus, man, get better. You're a great human being. Like I said, basketball is nothing but a sport. It comes and it goes. You had some good years. Even though I felt you should have stayed in Portland with Dame and CJ, y'all could have built the little big three. Y'all could have built something in Portland. But that's neither here nor there. Now, let's get into it. Trevor Lawrence made some comments saying that he doesn't play, he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder, and it's that he's not trying to play for a Super Bowl and things like that. I don't know the exact words, so don't quote me, because I don't need you guys doing me like Shannon No Sharp. But Trevor Lawrence, to me, the Jaguars ought to rethink their first pick. I've said it from the get-go. I believe they ought to go after the receiver. They ought to go after Kyle Pitts. They ought to bring Kyle Pitts in, or go get Devontae Smith from Alabama, or the other guy, Waddle, and try to go with Minshew. Minshew was not that bad last year. I don't know why everybody is making Minshew out to be like garbage. The guy isn't a bad QB. I've seen worse. But to me, what needs to happen is that Urban Meyer and Jacksonville need to go after Kyle Pitts. Once they get Kyle Pitts, they need to go build the offensive line up. Now, everybody is trying to say that it's racism for Justin Fields and how they're acting. And to me, racism does exist, prejudice does exist, especially if you're a black quarterback. But to me, Justin Fields is very tough. Like, he dealt with an injury. Remember, he got hit hard. The guy got kicked out the game for targeting when they played Clemson, and he still came back in the game and did his job. Justin Fields, to me, could be a good quarterback. You just have to put him in the right system. People are saying New England is talking about trading up to the 10th spot. I said seed. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. But trading him up to the 10th spot. And what this would do is the Patriots would have him, and I think what Belichick would do is let him sit behind Cam and let Cam run the show until he's ready. You got Cam for a year, So what you could do is you could run it with Cam this year, and then next year you could throw Fields in there. Now the Atlanta Falcons, what I think the Falcons ought to do, I don't think they ought to trade out that spot. I would grab Trey Lance. And this is the reason why I would grab Trey Lance. I would grab Trey Lance because you could groom him to be the quarterback you want. He's a black quarterback, and Atlanta is black town. And to me, you know, he can run the ball as well as throw. He would bring excitement to the Georgia Dome for years to come. So you got to think down the line. Matt Ryan, you don't know what can happen. What if Matt Ryan gets hit wrong one time? Not knocking on wood that he doesn't get hurt. I don't want him to get hurt. But what if he gets hurt? Then where you going to go? Then you're going to try to wait for a quarterback. Next year, the quarterbacks may not be as good. Now, this quarterback class, I will not lie to you. My boy Quentin, shout out to Quentin Lee, my brother from Florida, out of Orlando. You know, he's a Gator fan. I'm a Florida State fan, but, you know, that's my boy. That's my brother, though. And I hope one day, you know, we can sit down, man, chill, go to the strip club, go to the club or something. Have fun. But he said something very interesting in the chat. Trey Lance is probably, to him, he feels the best quarterback, but that's not saying much. I told you guys that I wasn't sold on Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence just never exuberated to me the field general, the guy who's going to lead your team here and there. And like I said, I don't hate Trevor Lawrence, but I just don't see greatness. But hey, talent-wise, I mean, he got all the tools. Every level he's gone to, he's been the top guy. So to me, you get to this level, if you're not all in or you're willing to fight for a Super Bowl, nobody's going to take advantage of that. But because he's a pink complexion, he's going to probably have a chance to go number one. The Jags will still probably take him, which to me will be dumb on their part. If I was the Jaguars, I would go pick up Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is a monster. Now, the one thing I worry about with Kyle Pitts is injuries. He has had injuries in college where he has missed a lot of games. So that could really hurt him when he gets to the league. So I think what ought to happen is the Jags ought to do that. Bring in a Kyle Pitts, and that will open up the passing game, because you got Clark, and then you got some other receivers. You got Westbrook. He's pretty good. I just think you ought to think before you leap. Now, the 49ers, I believe the 49ers are going to get Mac Jones. They're going to get Mac Jones, and then once Deshaun's civil suits are handled, it's not a criminal case, people. Once his civil suits is handled, I think they could flip that pick in Mac Jones and trade him to Houston, and you could get Deshaun Watson. And if the Niners get Deshaun Watson, oh boy, it's going to be trouble in the West in years to come, because he's going to be the best quarterback. I love Russell, but he's better than Russell Wilson. He is. Now, you know, Miami Miami, they said Mel Kiper's mock draft, they could trade up to get Pitts because Jags might get Trevor. But after Trevor said what he said, I mean, I feel like this. Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones, to me, are getting overrated to me because they played on a team that had some of the best talent in the league. Trey Lance played at North Dakota State with nobodies. Justin Fields played with some decent guys, but Justin Fields is balling. Now, I think Justin Fields is a better Jason Campbell? I may be wrong. Quentin, if you hear this video later, let me know what you feel, how that assessment I have. I feel he's a Jason Campbell. If you put him in the right system, your team can win. Now, what's the play? What's the play and what are we looking forward to? To me, this draft is probably one of the weakest drafts I've seen. I don't know. All of these guys are going to be hit or miss. Now, Dallas, they got Patrick Surtain Jr. or the second, whatever he is, going to the Cowboys. The Cowboys' problem to me, they didn't address free agency. In free agency, they should have gone after the key pieces. They should have brought Pat Peterson in. If Dallas would have brought Pat Peterson in, their defense would have went up tenfold because Peterson could play man and zone. So, we'll see. The NFL draft is April 29th. I got to check. I might have a live stream that night of the draft. I might miss some of the draft because I'll probably be at work. I got to see when the 29th is. I think the 29th is a Friday. Or Thursday. And I'm going to record it so I can have a live stream with everybody. This NFL season, I am going to have a live stream on Sunday when the games start, and we're going to be on that thing for a while. We're going to talk about the games, and then after the games are over, we're going to talk about, what it is. Or what I might do, I might have a StreamYard on a Sunday night. Aaron Rodgers Charles Woodson basically said that it's going to get nasty with Aaron Rodgers there. Of course it is. Aaron Rodgers can't accept that they're going to do to him what they did to Brett Favre. It's the way of the business. They did it to everybody. Brady, Montana, Peyton, everybody. The Packers do not want to go forward with Aaron Rodgers past this season because Aaron Rodgers has shown what he's going to be. He's a great regular season quarterback. That's why he's in my top 15. I got him in my top 15 or 20. Well, I say my top 20-something. I still think Eli's a better quarterback than him. I'm going to have that video come soon where I'm going to tell you that Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. People are going to get mad. They're going to want to spam my account and put thumbs down, but Eli Manning was better. Now, Aaron Rodgers, the thing is, he's pissed off because they drafted Jordan Love. What do you think Brett Favre went through? They drafted you. You don't think Brett Favre was pissed off? You and the media guys like Rob Parker, Chris Broussard, and Shannon No Sharp, they destroyed Brett Favre. They destroyed Brett Favre to make you look better than what you were. Now, Brett Favre is under fire because of the comments he said, basically saying that the protests and you know, is the politics in the game is basically why a lot of fans haven't watched the games and stuff, and that's true. Fans you gotta understand, white people don't understand is that white people don't want to see that because it's not happening to them. If it happens to them, then white people are all on board with it. They're like, man, we mess with it because they're being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. The hypocrisy has to stop. This has nothing to do with politics, Favre. And I like Brett Favre. And I respect what he say because Brett Favre is a man at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, Favre, you have to understand, you're a white guy. You're not going to go through the plight that the black athletes go through. The top quarterbacks in the league are black. So a lot of the BLM movements and all of that is going to be pushed forward because they don't like the way that they're being treated and other blacks like themselves are being treated. And that the NFL hasn't stepped up to the plate. And they're not going to step up to the plate. Because the NFL has always been racist and prejudiced. But it's not just the NFL. The NBA is racist and prejudiced. All these content creators always want to blast the NFL. But what is the NBA doing? The NBA ain't doing nothing to help brothers. They not. And I'm sick and tired of the NBA getting a pass when they're just as bad as the NFL. They just know how to sugarcoat and quiet their stuff. So what we have to do, we have to look at the big picture. Favre in some instances are right. When you bring black problems into the NFL, whites, especially who are the majority of the shareholders and the majority of the ticket buyers, they're going to have a problem with that. And that's why. That's why the NBA is down. Because people are like, they're tired of hearing about the black lives and all this. And then somebody tried to say today Shannon Sharp is racist and everything. Listen, man, black people cannot be racist. White people, how are black people racist? Did we oppress you? Did we force you to do what you didn't want to do? Did we force you guys to work in a cotton field? Did we force you guys to see kids watch their parents be hung and burnt at the stake and their genitals cut off and put in their mouth? Did we force you to do that? No. So stop with this crying crap. You guys are always crying. White people are the most cryingest race I've ever known. They always want to make stuff about themselves instead of looking at what it is. And that's why nobody respects them. That's why nobody likes y'all. And then Hubert Davis talking about, I'm glad I got a white wife. Hubert, shut your coon ass up. That's the only reason you got the job, because you got a white wife. You and Lovie Smith got this mess. And I'm not saying it's a problem with having whoever you have as your wife, that's your prerogative. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to accept it because I know what it is and I know what's going on. They want you to glorify the white woman while leaving the sisters out to dry. And that's bull crap. But Let me know in the comment section, who do you have going in the draft? Do you have who you have going first? Do you think Trevor Lawrence should be number 1? If so, let me know why. If you don't think so, let me know why as well. Also, let me know how you felt about Lamarcus Aldridge's career. And let me know about how you feel about the Brett Favre comments. Not only his comments, let me know about the Hubert David comments. I thought his comments were stupid and asinine. So then let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you like what you hear, donate to the page. Cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and in HDII TV. Thank you for listening. We're out. Daisy!